Hi, this is Expire here, your resident road safety expert from Mobility Engineering, back for another Q&A session. Today's session is a special session coming to you from the Automotive Superstore offices. As we've said before, and we've done a couple of videos for you guys before, Automotive Superstores are one of our close friends. They sell online automotive parts, and they also sell child restraints, and that's why we're here today. They've had a few questions coming from their customers around child restraints, and we love the fact that they've got the best in the field to come out and give you some of the answers around what they've got. So the first one of the questions that we've received today is around the age of child restraints and how long you can keep them for. And there's this rule that's going around, and they're written on the manufacturer's instructions as well, around 10 years old. And what's the implications around that, and how long should we keep our child restraints? So in general, every single child restraint on the market in Australia has a guideline or an expiry date of 10 years. And how do you know it's 10 years old? Well, they actually all have a label on them somewhere that has the date of manufacture printed on it. And if the label has gone missing, they also have a stamping on the plastic. It's a bit harder to find. It might be under the covers or something like that, but you can find it. It's a stamping which is burnt into the plastic of the actual date of manufacture. So that's how you can find when it was built. And then you go 10 years after that, and that's basically the absolute maximum of when we can use it. And often people ask, why? What's wrong with it? What if I didn't use it? What if it was in storage and so on? And all of that stuff doesn't actually matter. What the problem is the material is made out of, the majority of the material is child restraint is made out of plastic. And over time, that plastic starts to deteriorate. And what they've found is after 10 years, they basically can't guarantee the safety of the structure of the restraint anymore. We have seen some pretty bad cases where the seats have actually been stuck in vehicles for a long time, exposed to sun and UV rays, and the seats actually start to crumble and deteriorate. And that's very, very dangerous. And these are seats which are over 10 years old, but that's the worst case scenario of what you can get. So you really don't want to risk that kind of safety. What you want to do is regularly replace your seats. And basically what we find is, whilst the rule is actually 10 years old, what we've actually found, and I've actually found this with my own children, is that the seats won't actually last the 10 years anyway. Because the children they get in and out of these seats a lot, and there's a lot of wear and tear on these seats, especially if you're a daily driver going into preschool, going to school or something like that. These seats really do get a hammering. So whilst it's great and you'd like them to last for 10 years, most of the time they probably won't. They might last you maybe one child or two children, and then you'll find that things like the straps start to wear, you'll start to see wear marks on the edges of the straps, you'll start to find that like these strap springs don't hold in place properly. And if you're starting to see any of those things starting to wear, you've got to get rid of that seat straight away, and you've got to get a new one. Because those little bits and pieces, they're the lifeline of the restraint. They're what's holding your child in place and holding the restraint in place. So if they start to wear, they're getting weak and they're not going to be safe. So in general, we want to stick to that 10-year rule. We do not want to go anything above that 10-year rule. And even if it's been in storage, if it's not been in storage, whatever it is, you can't go past that 10-year rule. So hopefully that helps with those questions and about the people that asking about that. And as we've said before, please hit that subscribe button down below. We want button looks something like this. We want to get up to 1,000 subscribers, and I love the support. And thanks again for Automotive Superstore for inviting us out here to give a talk. And yeah, get online and check out their seats. Thanks very much.